Hola, comadres, and happy Tuesday, or whatever day you happen to be watching this. Just wanted to pop in today and say, whatever's going on in your life right now, you can handle it. You can handle it. It may just have to be one small step at a time, but you can do it. You may have to ask for help. You may need to accept help. You may need to check some things off the list and just put them on the list called ni modo, I'm not getting to this now. The reality is we put a lot of expectations on ourselves. We have a lot of requirements that we believe that must be done. And the truth is none of us can do it all. Sometimes we can do more than others. We brag that we're multitasking. The reality is we're probably doing two tasks halfway. But we do the best that we can. We have a lot of responsibilities, and the truth is some of them need to take a back burner sometimes. When everything calls us to a hard stop, there are things that just don't get done. If we're in a crisis or a big difficulty or a health issue or any kind of big deal worry, whether it's a job change, it's a relationship change, it's moving on to something, even something that we're looking forward to, transition is hard. And so there's times we just need to press pause on some things and realize, you know what, I cannot do all this, and that is okay. We are our hardest critics. We are our biggest doubters. And one of the things that's helped me recently is just to realize that my best looks different every day. My capacity is not the same one day as it might be another. The truth is our energy level will be different, our resource level will be different, and our emotional, not just our emotional bank account, but our emotional competency at times will be different. Sometimes we can be set off by the smallest thing, and other times we can walk through fire. And the reality is that how we are and where we are in the current moment is where we are. And so if you find yourself in a situation where you feel overwhelmed, you feel, I don't know how I'm going to do this, know that you're not alone. We all get those times, and some things just don't get done. And you know what? That's okay. We hold ourselves to such a ridiculous standard a lot of the time and compare what we think everyone else is doing well, and we're the ones that are not keeping up, or we're the ones that are struggling, or we're the ones that are like everyone else has it together. The reality is none of us has it together. Sometimes for some periods things are moving smoothly, and then other times someone just pulls the rug out from under us. The truth is what I need, I'm going to speak for myself. What I need is to accept myself as I am in the moment. Some days I have more energy. Some days I have more emotional capacity. Sometimes I see a phone call coming up and I know that I do not have the emotional capacity to be present to that person at that time. And I give myself permission to decline. Sometimes I give myself permission to decline being in an argument that someone is setting out for me. Sometimes I decline that nagging voice in my head that says, well, you need to this and you need to that, and look how far behind this is. When I get that trash talker that tends to come up, that critical voice in my head that starts telling me all the things I've done wrong since 2005, I realize that I choose who I listen to. Even in my own head, I choose who I listen to. I choose who has value and what voices are speaking truth to me. There's a lot of things that our brain will tell us that are faulty and defective. And the truth is, we're in charge of sorting those out. So if you've got some of those flying around, kind of like a gnat just bothering you, a housefly, a mosquito, however you want to visualize, those thoughts that are buzzing in your head that are not helpful, that are not productive, swat them away. We can't get rid of them. They're going to come up again, but we can give them less importance. We can just look at them as something that blew in and it's going to blow back out. Be present to yourself today. Look how amazing you are. It's not about how much you accomplish. It's about, are we leaning into the life we have? Are we valuing and appreciating who we are and the amazing creature that God created us to be? We all have our special gifts. And it's not a thing where you're just going to press play and it'll always be at full volume. There's times when we are weary, when we are tired, when we're under the weather, when we're going through a challenge, that we might not be sparkling quite as much as we seem to in other times. And you know what? That is perfectly okay. The sun goes down every day. We don't expect the sun to keep shining right in our atmosphere 24/7. And really, the sun doesn't go down, we move, right? The earth moves. The earth moves every day. So when I think about expectations of myself, I have to realize that as the day turns, my energy will turn. As the day turns, things will transition, things will be different. And you know what? That's okay. Because if I wake up tomorrow, it's another chance to be who I am, a person who continues to learn, to grow, and to accept where I am in the moment. Take care, comadres, wherever you are today, whatever's going on. Know that I value you and wish you the best, and most of all, that you have compassion for yourself.